Basically, anytime you end up in contact with your opponent's blade, whether that's because you threw, one of you cut, the other one counter cut, or when you parried the other one, either way, we end up in a bind, however that happens. So if you'll notice on this bind, neither of us is weak or strong. It's nice and even. We're on the middle of the blades. If I was up here, I'd be doing something different, and he'd be doing something different. If I was down here, he'd be doing something different, I'd be doing something different. If we were right here, we would be wrestling.
The kind of thing Hollywood loves.
Yeah. So, or if it was Hollywood, we'd be gazing longingly each in each other's eyes and making.
You'd be monologuing.
Yeah, we'd be monologuing, exactly.
This
All right.
is monologuing.
So the trick here is we're in a stalemate. We need to change the terms of the engagement. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to use winding to try and get around, to try and attack him and kill him. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I feel that even bind, is that when we come in here and I notice that bind is right in the center, I'm immediately going to start an action where I lift my blade up on his blade so that I'm getting better leverage, and I'm going to plunge forward with my point. So I'm going to move offline slightly so I'm attacking beside his head rather than at his head. So typically what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise and thrust simultaneously. Depending on the situation, like I said, I can thrust, but because we've got other ways we can attack with this weapon, I can also cut. I can come in with a chopping motion to the side of his head, kind of like we did with the Zerakaw. And if, for whatever reason, I miss, I can just lay that onto his head, his face, his throat, wherever, and saw back and forth and slice with the edge. So we've got 3 different options there based on what we're going to do. So.
And is the defender trying to, like, as you're going up and thrusting, is he trying to push it away? Or is it...
Yeah, ideally he would be trying to do that, but just for the sake of argument, we're going to assume here that you guys have met blades.
And a beautiful woman walks by, and Constantine is just enthralled for just a moment.
Well, no, in this case, I'm more aware of the situation.
Walk slower and bat your eyes.
I've got better, guys.
Sorry.
I've got better fueling skills right now, or I've got better fueling.
Toe heel, not heel.
Guys,
Yes.
please. All right. We're just assuming for the sake of argument, when the blades meet, I'm faster on the draw to react than he is, and I'm just going and getting the kill in. Normally what would happen, I would start to do this, I would start to move up his blade and bring that point in. He would feel that, and then we're in war work.
Even at the speed you just showed?
Even at the speed we just showed.
Wow.
Is that winding?
Yeah.
So the binds are never like 2 people pushing at each other like in the movie.
It's very opposite of the Hollywood.
Well, that does happen. If that happens, somebody's doing something. We're never going to be sitting here going like that. If that happens, it means somebody's about to get thrown. Anyway, so what I'd like you to do is pair up. You're going to cut to a bind, whether that's with a parry or otherwise. You're just going to cut to an even bind, and then I want one of you to practice. All you're going to do is raise your blade up on theirs and thrust forward, but you're going to do it at the same time, so it should look like that.
Okay.
And that will increase the leverage because the further away you move up the blade, the less leverage he has.
Not 2 separate motions.
Yeah, it's not 2 separate
One
motions.
motion.
The big thing, it's not 2 separate motions. It's not up, thrust. It should be done simultaneously. And for the love of God, don't do this. Because I have seen that one, and no, that's just a bad habit. We want to avoid that at all costs.
Does it ever go